video, I'd like to talk a little bit about Batch Timesheets, which is a new feature in QuickBooks 2012. And to use that feature, the reason you would use that feature would be if you have a crew of several employees that all go to the same job sites for the same amount of time during any pay period or any time tracking period that you want to, you're going to have to do a lot of repetitive work. So instead of doing 3 separate timesheets, you could actually record one timesheet and record that time to 3 different people. It's going to be handy for a lot of people that, like I said, have field fleets that go out on the same project for any period of time. So we're going to do a usually weekly timesheet, which you would normally do. Up under employee names, you'll notice now, instead of just add new and your list of vendors and employees, you have multiple names payroll and multiple names non-payroll. So if you track time for 1099 contractors or subcontractors, that's where you would use the non-payroll names. In this instance, we're going to use payroll. Most of my clients use employees for that. So what that brings up is a screen where you can actually pick which employees you're going to enter this time for. We're just going to pick all 3. Tell it OK. If you don't see your employees' names listed there, you may need to set them up to use time data to create paychecks. So go into each person's employee profile, go into payroll and compensation info. In that window, you'll see a time data checkbox. If that is not checked, they won't show up there. I can show you how to do that if we have time at the end of this video. So basically that's giving you, we've chosen all 3 of our employees. They are all going to be working, say they worked last week at Adam's Candy Shop. They did installation. Of course, all of your payroll items are automatically tied to that. Workman's comp codes if you use them. This particular sample company doesn't have any set up. Description, you can use any description that you like. That will be global, so it'll go on all 3 of these time cards. You enter the time for each day. Now, my one irritation with QuickBooks, and this is ongoing since 1994 when I first started using it, is it doesn't automatically calculate overtime. You've got to manually go in and do that. That has not changed. Hopefully Intuit will get the memo on that before too long. So anyway, I've done essentially one field, one data line. This one data line is going to be applied to all 3 of the employees that we chose up here. So essentially, I'm creating 3 timesheets by typing in the same amount of fields and information that I would on one timesheet. So if I hit save and close, QuickBooks actually just created 3 timesheets, one for each of those 3 employees. So you can see where that would save you a good bit of time. Quickly, I'll go in here and show you if for some reason your employees aren't showing up in that field, you will need to turn on the time option. So we're going to go into Duncan Fisher, edit him. We're going to go to payroll and compensation info, and you'll see this use time data to create paychecks. That will automatically bring your information over into payroll and turn on the feature for the multiple timesheets, and they will be able to put an employee in that list.